video is sponsored by Kush Online, your home for cute, comfortable, curvy wear. Kush takes the stress out of getting dressed. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And welcome to another video. As you guys come in, if you will, please hit that like button. Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Cha-boo. Y'all, it's going to be a good one today. We got some old faces. We got some new faces. We got some drama for your mama. And we got some word on the curve. We're going to try to cover everything. I'm trying to get be as short as I can, but I always end up saying that we're going to talk about way more people than we end up talking about because the information be good. As you guys come in, if you will, say hi to the chat. Also, be sure to hit that like button. I hope you guys have had a great day today. I hope you had a productive day today. I'm about 2 weeks behind on work that I'm supposed to be doing, y'all. I know it's bad, but it's the truth, though. So today, in today's video, we're going to, of course, this is Mommy Sector Monday. So in true mommy fashion, we're going to be discussing the moms. We're going to have a little bit of Peach. We're going to have a little bit of Jazz. We're going to review Tanea's video. Also, Keyontay put up a new video. And last but not least, we have a new face that's going to be here. Her name is Shay. We're going to talk about her and her very interesting situation. So I'm not going to hold you long. I'm going to go ahead and get us set up so that we can get this show on the road. Let's see. You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same. You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same. So first we're gonna go over to Peach McIntyre's house. Or should I say Peach McIntyre's neck of the woods. I don't see anybody in here. Y'all ain't in here with me tonight. I see a few people supposed to be in here, but I haven't seen anybody speak. If y'all will, go ahead and just give us a big howdy. Say hi to the chat so we can see you in here and also so I can speak back to you. I love talking to y'all. I don't want to be talking to myself in here. Let's see. I'll give y'all just a few seconds while I update this screen. Just 1 minute, guys. I thought I already had this updated. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's jump on over here to Peach's house.
Describes how I'm feeling right now is astonished. When I look back over my life, it reminds me of how astonishing God is. Here I am, Peaches McIntyre, a little black girl from Riverview Terrace Projects in Tampa, Florida, whose daddy had 20 something kids and he didn't give a fuck about her.
Now, y'all, she just will not let that man rest in peace. Why did she have to come and say that? Why? I mean, it's not what she said, it's the fact that she brought him up, period. What he got to do with anything going on with her now? And the fact of the matter is there was several situations, times, and places that that man was there. He was there from the beginning of her life. And my understanding is she's one of the few kids that he was there when they was born. I don't understand why. I guess she's not getting the views. We're hitting the end of the month, and I guess she's trying to do what she can. So here she go with the blaming and deflecting on her family.
Who mama had 3 different kids from 3 different men and she mistreated her. Called
Nah, Miss Teresa over there minding her business, ain't messing with this girl. Changed her channel name. All that lady do was socialize and talk over there, and she had to come and bring her up. Now she say her mama got 3 kids by 3 different men. Now let's be real. Peach had to take a blood test for one of her kids. So I mean, if she's trying to be judgmental, I mean, what makes her better? She did that to down her, trying to say, I guess, that her situation is better. But baby, you had to take a blood test for your child. So what's up?
her fat bitches, stupid bitches, dumb hoes. And look at me. Once upon a time, my only dream in life was to be a drug dealer's baby mama so he could take me out the projects.
Girl, I can't believe she said that mess, but I can't say her mama didn't call her that stuff, but really, I feel that she's projecting her true feelings onto these people that she always talk about. Because the one thing that she always says with conviction are things such as that, things that she feels that other people have said. But I really think it's her personal feelings.
Now look at me. I've made millions of dollars. I'm smart. I've written books. I've helped thousands of others start earning money.
Now, she says she's helped thousands of others and made millions of dollars. That could be true. I can't sit here and say it's not. But what I do know is she broke today. So what does it matter what you did in the past if you cannot bring that past into the present? She alleges that at least 2 to 3 times in her life she's made over $1 million. But she's broke. So does it really matter what you did when you couldn't even sustain it? Especially, and y'all know lightning don't usually strike twice in the same spot. But she was able to make over $1 million. Now, this is her story, and this is what she says more than one time. So, God gave her a second chance, and she still fumbled the bag.
Look at me. I have 7 kids, and I have finally married their dad. I have
Y'all, I ain't even gonna say nothing about that one.
a child with autism. That don't stop me. I don't let nothing stop me. My husband was just addicted to alcohol, and here he is, 9 months sober. I was just addicted to gambling, and here I am on day 70 of not gambling. I haven't placed a bet in 70 days. God is astonishing. My life is astonishing. It feels so good.
And that's another thing about her. When I say this girl cannot make a quality video to save her life, to be someone who is out here um, supposedly teaching thousands of others, meanwhile, she can't name one person that really stuck, like one customer or one client or one student that will stand up for her. And I mean, that says a lot about her. Because even now, she's still trying to teach. No one will come and say, hey, yeah, I took her class and this is what happened. The only person that is even closely claiming her is Sky's World. And even her, she was just on here asking for $30 because she couldn't pay her water bill. So, I mean, I don't know what Peach's deal is, but I know she needs to get her life together. Um, I you can't feel sorry for her because all the negative things that she's done and how she's talked about people and things of that nature. So all you can do is shake your head and keep going. But I just wanted to show you guys that because I mean these folks have not bothered her. Her father is literally no longer here, and she done went back to talking trash about him. I don't know if this is supposed to be something that's supposed to help people feel that she has something to teach, or maybe she's using it kind of like a testimony type of thing, because people do that. But I think she ought to try something else. I just think she does. Hey, Sunrose, welcome to the chat. You say Peach annoy you. Hey, Planet Mimi. What you say? It's a wrap. Yeah, she's about at the end of her reign. I can't even think of what she could do to try to make things better. I really can't. I'm just gonna be honest. Child, she's married to a man who's done all the things that she said that he did. That is definitely not a flex. Girl, what is that? I can't find my glasses to save my life. Is that a roach? Girl, girl, that is a roach. That's a roach. But you're right though. That is roaches world. Hey, Passion Lisa. Yeah, do you mean the new videos that they put up? Is that what you mean, Passion Lisa? We gonna get over to the new videos that they put up. I'm gonna jump over here to my Jazzy life first, and then after we go to what video, Passion Lisa? We just finished talking about Peach McIntyre. Now we are going to head over to my Jazzy life. Let me know if that's what you're talking about. In the meantime, I'm getting the new stuff set up here. If you guys, I put up a video earlier today. You guys should go and check that out as well. Talking about Tanea, but that's not what we finna talk about right now. We finna jump on over to my Jazzy life for a second. But we just left old Peach McIntyre over there, um, talking about how astonishing her life is. And I mean, if she feels that way, I'm happy for her. Hey, I ain't finna down nobody. If you feel that your life is amazing, astonishing, all of that, baby, More power to you. I'm pulling up the next video. Now this video is a few days old, but I wanted to cover it. I definitely still wanted to cover it. There were some things about it that I wanted to react to. So we're gonna jump on over here to Jasmine real quick. Let me see what y'all just said. Hey Kimberly, welcome to the chat. If you will, guys, please hit that like button. Okay, gotcha. I got your mamas. Let's go ahead and get this plan.
No. Sit down. That? Don't do that. Mama. Okay, sit there. Ooh. Child. He's like hitting me all in the head. Hmm? Oh my God, y'all. Mommy, I need to go now. Mommy, Ikai. Ikai.
Baby, he is really trying to talk.
What car do you keep asking about?
How?
Kai. I think it's in the house.
How? Kai.
This is the only thing that's in here. I feel like you took it in the house.
I'm glad he finally talked to me.
Broken. It is broken. I didn't think you cared.
Broken, Mommy.
That's not it. Where's the eyeballs?
Father? Oh, Father.
He just ain't gonna have no face, no eyes. Okay. Hey y'all. I do not feel good today. I tried to. I know I can't find the eyes.
Now look at that baby head. Now I'm happy that she finally cut his hair, but when I tell you that baby got some beady bees up there, he a cute. He a cutie pie, as cute as he wanna be, but baby, he got some beady bees. Beady bees.
I don't know where's that. Like I feel so weak.
Mommy. I'm so glad to hear that he is finally starting to talk. I really was concerned that something might be wrong with him. I'm so glad to see him talking. But y'all know he look like, if he don't look like doggone Chris, and he also look a little bit like her mama too.
Oh yeah. There's nothing in there. I don't see nothing. There's nothing in here.
Yeah.
Are these the eyes? Oh, I get it. Okay. These are the eyes. Here, I got you. Here, these eyes are cute.
Cute? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is not easy.
Too long. Yeah.
You talking like you know what you doing. What hush? Oh my goodness, I am struggling.
He's there.
There you go. Say thank you. Hey.
Nope.
I don't know, y'all. I just feel so fucking weak today. I tried to push myself through. I've been trying to push through it all day. Got up, cooked, and then I was like, I'm gonna take a cat nap. And then get ready. I took a cat nap.
Mommy.
Because he ate, so I was like, I'm gonna let him.
Mommy.
I know he does. He ate, and then I don't want him to. My bad, I don't know why I keep losing service. Oh shit, y'all about to fall.
Mommy,
I don't know where the fuck to put this.
Oh my God, here we go. Kimberly calculated from the beginning, how do I become famous?
So, anyways, he ate, right? And I was like, maybe he'll take a nap. No, he did not take a nap. This shit keeps falling.
Mommy,
Good answer.
Whatever. So he did not take a nap.
No.
He just came. He got out of his bed and he came. He came in the room.
Mommy,
and he was like, "Mama,
eat.
oh, you just hit me in the face."
Mommy, I eat.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's hungry.
Mommy, I eat.
Here.
He's so unprepared when
He's like, "Mama, I got out." I was like, "Yeah." So he got out. I freaking. Whose is this?
Oh, wait.
I freaking fuck, I feel like shit. I was like, okay. I put the TV on in my room and let him watch TV for a little bit. And then I fell asleep and then he told me to wake up. I got up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna force myself to go to the gym. Not paying attention to the time. And I'm like, dang, they closed. I got there and I just realized that the daycare was closed. So me and him went and shot for a little bit in the gym. And he kept trying to make me get up. I was like, boy, I'm weak. I kept trying. And
you know, the thing about it is, I get that she is trying to make a change in her life for whatever reason. That's on her, you know. But the thing is, if you are pushing too hard to where you don't have the energy to maintain your normalness, stop. I mean, not stop completely, but adjust your workout regimen. You know, really the way you're supposed to do it is maybe every other day you do cardio, every other day you do muscle and strengthening. So if she's too tired, like not having enough energy to handle her kids, to be an asset in her home and to make sure everything is good, she should just step back a little bit. Nobody wants to sit and listen to you woe is me all the time.
a little bit though.
And another thing, you know, I just mentioned the fact of him talking. I know that's one of the things that I did want to make note of as I reacted to this video. I'm happy that he is talking, but usually when a child has older siblings, they don't usually take as long as the older kids to do things. So I just find it interesting how he's working on 3. He'll be, I think, 3 this year. He should have almost a very he should have much more of a vocabulary. Let me say it like that.
I shot for a little bit and kept. Oh my god, y'all. Oh. No, let him rip and run. Like, I just feel like I should have stayed in bed. Or I should have just did like the sauna and try to sweat it out. Snack, y'all. Hey.
Hey, Jen, welcome to the chat.
Thank you. Other than my face breaking out, I tried what y'all told me to, but it's been breaking out. I might have to call and go see a dermatologist. I don't understand. When I work out my stuff, my face start breaking out really bad.
Her face is breaking out.
Change my eating. It's like my skin.
The sweat that's coming out of her body, because she is a person that sweats a lot, is dirty. You're sweating out toxins. You're sweating out a lot of things that's in your body. So that dirty sweat is on her face. She doesn't wash up right after she's finished. So that sits right on her face all that time. And that's why she is in a situation that she is. Because she's not taking care of her skin appropriately. When she finishes, even if, which she should, especially the way she sweats, she really should shower much quicker than she does. And especially cleaning her face when you know you have sensitive skin. Like, it makes no sense. But she doesn't, so that's what happens.
Lightens up and my face breaks out. Or just anything. My face, my back. Like, that's so annoying.
Right, Mimi. And she said she had $10,000.
Don't overdo it. I know.
Spent it on.
I was like, maybe I need to drink some more water too. I had drank this morning. I really wasn't hungry. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat. Like, I don't even want to eat nothing. I don't even know how to explain. Like, it's my throat. And then that's another thing, y'all. Let me see. Is this the red? I don't know what it was. So I took.
Yep.
I went to Jolly General and got like this. What is it?
And she'll lay down.
I want to call it like the Dollar General.
Whatever, and then she'll go to bed, even if she does take a bath.
What is it called, y'all? The Dollar General. Like not Dayquil.
With her body dirty.
And I took it last night and this morning before the kids. All I know is that I woke up. When I woke up, he woke me up. I was itching. Everything. It's like my here. It was just bothering me. My throat was bothering me, but it was itching like on the outside. I guess I don't know, but I was scratching. I woke up and so my neck is all red. My chest is red.
You sure right, Jen.
I was like, what the hell?
Wash your butt.
This is how you can get paid at least $50 an hour just for reading scripts into your phone for at least an hour.
What did he say? Hormones are stored in stored fat. So when you burn fat, it releases those hormones and it causes acne and other issues like hair loss. I haven't lost any hair. But I didn't know that.
My question
like, I just feel weak.
Restless. I mean, he is restless.
Ooh, when I tell y'all, it took all my energy to get up and cook breakfast this morning.
Find yourself something to do. Give him room to run around, play around. If you see him in your front yard, let him run around the yard. Or take him in the backyard. Just got him in the car. Sheesh.
I need to rest. I know. I said I'm gonna cook something quick and easy tonight. And I'm gonna just relax. See how I feel tomorrow.
He's been a homemaker for too long to have.
That's a dragon.
each bed.
That is not what a dragon sound like.
Each bedroom should have a couple of sets of sheets.
Thank you. Are you taking? I take the Phentermine. I take that.
Yeah, my daughter
But
started taking that. I took
Mommy,
it. It does work.
Mommy, car.
We are in the car. Oh, we're a car.
He's saying, "Mommy, I want to get out the car."
Mommy, car.
What?
You said do Mother's Day program. What is that, Kimberly?
Mommy.
You drank it all?
He's hungry, honey. He wants something to eat.
Some more?
Right.
Some more?
You know.
I have a water bottle over here.
Damn.
I do.
Boy is hungry and
It's
boy
just
wants
cold
something
in here.
to drink. You should have all kinds
That's
of
cool.
food. You should have sodas and stuff in your car. Hell, quiet as kept as many kids as she damn got. She need to have damn snacks.
Oh,
I know I got them in mine. And I ain't even got no babies that live here. Whenever I'm with my babies, I make sure the snacks and stuff in the car so they can get what they need. Ain't no babies to be
okay.
me.
Yeah, you.
What do you say?
So
I can't trust you.
You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Thank you for watching.
Hi.
I asked what?
On the street saying hi, hoping that they'll bring him some of the damn meat.
Oh, the shots? The lipo shots? Shit, I need to wear proper. I love. The lipo shots are good too. I get those. Hey. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Man, I need to drink some water. I don't know what Tinkerbug's hair.
Here?
Where's Tinkerbug's hands?
Yeah?
Where's Tinkerbug's? Let's see.
Mommy,
Where's Tinkerbug's feet?
Mommy, there's feet?
Where's Tinkerbug's belly?
Baby? Mommy, it's
Why are we jumping? Okay, jump.
I'm really happy that
Make me wanna jump.
more educated than we probably thought that we were. Because we just don't get to see any substance when they come to feeding him on a daily basis.
Oh, he's watching. Tinkerbug, somebody's watching you right now.
To read books to the kids like they do every day. That would be a cute
Lord.
video.
Thank you.
That would be something great for her.
Mommy, it's
Right now. And balance
Mommy,
mom mentally together
it's so full.
for the baby.
Well, he's not gonna know where no lungs are.
Awesome.
Okay.
He just know the basics.
Mommy, okay.
You okay? You alright?
Mommy,
Every time they're sitting outside her house, you need to let him
Mommy, this
Oh my god. What the fuck? Did y'all see that? Ah, Tinkerbug, stop. He choking me. First of all, he grabbed my face to look at him, and then he's.
Ow!
Because he's hungry, honey. Get the baby. He said he don't want some ass water. He don't want no damn diet. Give him some damn
Thank you.
libation. Give him some snack.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
burger.
What? They broke. No. Sit down.
Girl, you is wrong.
You wanna go night night?
No.
Deep freezer baby.
You broke it. You wanna go night night, mommy? Look at you, thirsty. Let me drink some water too. Cheers. Cheers.
You don't want ragged ass water. Why she don't take juice and stuff with them?
Mommy,
Hmm?
That's okay with drinking a bunch of damn water. I never could get my kids to drink water without putting sugar in it. I guess they gotta drink it because hell, if not, they might perish.
Hmm.
Kimberly, do you live in Texas? Is that something that's down there, or what state are you? Do you live in?
Yay! Yay! Mommy, you know? Mommy is here? Yeah. Mommy is here?
Ebony Locks, welcome
No, when he's here.
chat. Sorry, you're not crying for daddy because he's not used to interacting regularly with him. You're not daddy. Who? Say daddy. Who?
Real day. Okay?
Okay. I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Exactly. Cause he's gonna be 3.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Think about you smell like Chinese food. And I know that's not what you ate. You ate nuggets and
That means
pineapples
she
and
ain't
stuff.
washing him good. There was another piece of this that I wanted us to talk about.
Daddy, how dare you?
Two.
I did want us to discuss the fact that his hair is cut,
Go.
but that she needs some more.
No, I don't want none.
I wanted us to discuss the fact of him talking and being very interactive. But another thing I want to make as an observation is the fact that, you know, it's like he only interacts. He doesn't really talk to his siblings like he's talking to his mother. So it's like he's almost not used to being around them. What do you guys think about that? Like, it don't seem like he's very used to being around. Wow, well, she need to get on top of that. Because, baby, I would have my babies there. No, but she poured some water in his little cup.
Mommy, yeah.
His hair, I'm gonna get him a little brush because first of all, I don't know, his hair is just like, I think he just, I don't even know what to even say, like, because Chris's hair is just saying it's exactly like that.
Probably don't brush it.
If he doesn't brush his hair,
It draws.
I just think it needs to be cut lower. If he doesn't brush it, it like gets, I don't even know what to call it. I don't want to say like BBs, but that's what it looked like to me. But if he lays down, or it just get like that. Because I brush his hair, it's good for a minute, and then it just. No.
Mommy, it's Bubba.
Huh?
Bubba?
It's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so leave it there.
Mommy.
I'll get it. Here, since you just have to freaking have it. It's broken.
Oh. Mommy, it's broken.
That's unfortunate for her.
Oh, you're disrespectful.
If he, you know,
Buy him ice cream.
more comfortable with
I'm
you,
not going nowhere.
for her all the time.
This is Carvana. And so is this. And this?
Let me see if I see where it is.
Mommy, I'm Bob again.
I ain't buying no ice cream.
Mommy,
Hmm.
you're Bob again.
It's okay. It happens.
Okay, we're 20 minutes into this. She actually left those kids there. I'm sorry, left those kids. I'm thinking about Tanea. We're 20 minutes into this, and they sat there for over an hour while she was on this live. There was one more thing I wanted to cover, but I'm not quite sure where it is. So I don't want us to be on here too long. There's a few things I want us to cover, and the next one I'm eager to get to. But like I said, I wanted to bring the observation. I'm glad she did cut his hair, but I wanted to talk about the fact of how it looked. I also was excited about the fact that he was talking. So uh, what I'll do is if I come across that at a later time, I'll go ahead and I'll just do a quick little video on that. Like I said, I don't want to be Ebony said he annoying just like his parents. I don't want to keep y'all too long. So let's jump into the next segment of this live that I wanted to cover. It's a new young lady. You know, I always try on Mommy Sector Monday to bring you guys some different people and different situations. So it's another young lady. I don't know. She just popped up one day in my timeline. So I did check her out to see what she had going on. And I thought her story was interesting. So I decided to bring her to our Mommy Sector Monday and see if you guys would like to follow her situation. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen anybody like her. I haven't seen a story like this. You know, as it's going on, the closest person that we've seen that has had an issue like hers was what was that girl name? What was that girl name? She was on uh Bigo. Oh, Angelic Soul, that was her name. So that's the only person I've seen that has had a situation even remotely similar to what this girl is going through. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the first video. We're gonna look at a few of her videos and talk about it. And then you guys let me know what you think about her story. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this first video up here, and we'll let me look and see what you guys are saying prior to it. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, okay. And what did you say it was called again? Mommy? Oh, Mommy Mother's Day or something you said? Well, if she hadn't been listening, hopefully she'll check this one out. My Jazzy Life, there's a program in your area that will offer you the ability to take your son 4 hours a day and get you some me time. Kimberly just told us about the program. It is here in the chat. So you definitely need to check that out, mama, because everybody needs them some doggone me time. It will give you the opportunity to not have him around. Actually, if she was really pushing and really having a good posting schedule, she could probably make about 6,000 a month from her channel and pay for him some daycare. I would pay for him 20 hours a week, baby. And you know, and have time for all her editing and the things that she needs to do while while the kid is at daycare and while the other ones are at school, and you know what I'm saying, have a real schedule. If this is her job, she shouldn't have to have him there while she work. And honestly, with all that she puts out here, honey, at this point, she should be making enough money that she can have a break. Yeah, she is. And she's gonna have to keep it moist. She's gonna have to brush it. Mother's Day Out program. You hear that, my Jazzy Life? It's called the Mother's Day Out program. So if you come on and walk on over here, get that little information, find it in your area, and give yourself a much needed vacation. And there's nothing wrong with parents having a vacation, nothing at all. Everybody needs some type of break when it comes to their kids. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this new video, guys. This is gonna be the first. We're gonna look at a few other of her videos as well. Her name is Shay. She lives in Michigan, and this video is called "My Baby Was Taken from the NICU by CPS."
I kind of want to talk about some things that I'm going through that I chose not to get on camera and talk about until it was over or almost over. If this doesn't go up the day that I recorded, it will go up the day that my son is home. And the reason why I'm choosing to talk about it is because I've spoken to my attorney, and my attorney said that the prosecutor is for the baby coming home because he heard that I did my case plan and that I hit the ground running with it. The judge doesn't believe that I am who I was 10 years ago. I've learned a lot, obviously. I had a baby back December the 4th. Today is February the 4th. And he was due January 15th, sorry. And I ended up having him early by going to the doctor. I was having too many contractions because now with pregnancies, they do something a little different. They didn't used to do that back in the day. But you go to your regular doctor's appointment, and once you get so far, they send you down and monitor your contractions to see if you even, or if you're having any, how close they are in case you need to go in labor early. I went in labor early, December the 4th, at about like 3 something in the p.m. And I gave birth to a little baby boy named Ezekiel Javion. And he was born weighing 4 pounds and I think 3 ounces. I'm not sure. I forgot what the ounce was, but I know he was 4 pounds. Everything was going smooth. I did my epidural, got through the C-section, went to my recovery room. I want to say the 3rd day that I was in the hospital, I get a call. And she's like, "Hi, can I speak to Celestine?" I'm like, "Yes, this is she." Now, when the call popped up on my phone screen, it said Summit County in all caps. But it didn't say what agency, whether it was Job and Family Services, whether it was the WIC office, because WIC office pops up as that. Anything government comes up Summit County in all capital letters with a dash, but it doesn't tell you what Summit County is. It could be Summit County Child Support. It could be Summit County WIC. It could be anything. Or the birth certificate place calling to let you know or get information about the baby's birth certificate because you've just had a baby. So when I see the bold Summit County letters, I answer the phone. And when she says, "Is this Celestine?" I'm like, "Yes." She was like, "Oh, this is so-and-so from Summit County Children's Services." When I tell you my heart was beating really, really fast, that's what I mean. When I tell you I wanted to throw up all over the place, that's what I mean. So in that moment, I immediately start going through this life adversity right in the moment, right when I'm in a hospital after I done just had a baby. Like, a mess. So I immediately get on the phone with my child's father and I say, hey, get to the hospital now. I said, because a lady from Children's Services just called my phone and she's coming to the hospital and she says it's just to see how me and Ezekiel are doing. So she asks for my hospital room and she comes. She gets to my hospital room. She asks me a few questions and she says, this is a dependency case. And I'm like, what the hell is a dependency? I'm confused because you calling me while I'm in the hospital. I ain't done nothing. I said, what is going on? And she's like, well, it's nothing you did with the baby. He's fine. You're not neglecting him or anything. You don't have a case with him. It's you had a case 11 years ago. And the fact that you weren't able to gain custody of them back is why we're coming. So I'm like, okay.
Now tell me, guys, are you familiar with anybody who has been through a family and children services case? And if you are, is this standard protocol? Now, the first thing that came to my mind about this situation was, dang, they took her other kids, and why didn't she get them back? Or what was the deal with them? But let me know if you guys are familiar with this. Also, guys, if you will hit that like button for me.
The lady, she comes to my hospital room. At that time, I have my friend with me, and she's at the hospital with me. And she's like, I'm not leaving until this lady come. So I'm like, well, while we waiting on the lady, let's go to the NICU and see the baby. So we go to the NICU, we see the baby. She's pushing me in a wheelchair because my legs are still numb from the C-section. And she pushes me to the NICU.
And why in the heck was her legs still numb 3 days later?
I see my baby. We see him for a minute. And I'm like, she says she'll be here at 2 o'clock. Let's get back down to my hospital room, right? So she's like, all right. She turned me around in my wheelchair. We going down the hall. We see a lady that looks like she could be a social worker, but she doesn't have on a social worker badge. And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck that look like a social worker? But I hope she just keep going. So when she wheeled me past, my friend says, she give me social worker vibes. And I'm like, oh my God, I just said that to myself in my head. And we get to the room. We don't say anything. She was like, shh, because she just looked like a social worker. She looked like that could be a social worker. She came in and out of that area of the hospital so fast, we didn't know if it was her or not. So we go back in the room, and it's a knock at my hospital door like 2 minutes later. And it's her. Come to find out, it was the lady that walked past us that was the social worker. She walks in, she's like, yeah, it's just a penny case, it's nothing you did wrong. Now, mind you, my friend that's in the hospital room with me is also my children's father's children mother as well. We're friends. So she like, when he on his way, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna.
Okay, she said that's her children's dad's other baby mom that is with her.
Leave. So, she's like,
depending on how all that happened, I don't know how I will feel about that.
oh, she's standing there. I'm like, wait, let me call my children's father or whatever. So he like, stop talking to that lady. Don't say nothing to her. And I'm on my way. So I'm like, all right. He gets there. But right before he gets there.
Her name is Shay. This is a new mommy. We are listening to her tell us the story time about how her child was taken from the NICU by CPS.
His other child's mother walks out of the hospital. When my friend walked out in, I'm surprised they didn't miss each other. That's how. And he walked in. Before he walked in, the social worker walked out like she was scared or something. And I guess she didn't know if my children's father was making her nervous or something. That's what I'm assuming. But he walks in while she's still out of my hospital room. And he walks in. I'm like, she here. I don't know where she went. But she walked out the room a few minutes ago. And so he goes in the hallway and he's like, you gonna come in here or not? So she comes in and we get to talking. She's like, oh, it's nothing she did wrong with the baby. It's just that she had kids prior that she lost custody of, and we are questioning if she could care for Ezekiel. Now, mind you, my other kids were taken when they were 5, 4, and 2. So obviously I raised them from infantry by myself all the way up into those ages, and then they were removed for failure to thrive. Come to find out, since I've had this case, that failure to thrive is only with infants, it's not with toddlers. So they took my toddlers for failure to thrive because I had been taking them to the doctor. They were on Pediasure, and the doctor wasn't seeing the amount of grams that they were gaining. So he said, threatened me and was like, oh, I'm gonna call the children's services place, because if they don't gain a certain amount of grams the next time I see you. So when I go back home, I'm like, he just threatened to put my kids in the system. I said, oh no, we're not doing that. So I changed doctors and went elsewhere for a whole year.
That clearly was not the right move. But I stopped it because I find it interesting that she said that her kids were removed from the home for failure to thrive. And remember, Wineglass said her son was diagnosed with failure to thrive from her doctor. So I'm curious as to why they have not visited her, or if they have visited her. But she's saying that her kids had failure to thrive.
A whole year. So the doctor that threatened me didn't see me for a year. So I changed doctors and let the new doctor know, like, they on Pediasure, they're failure to thrive. At the time, I didn't know failure to thrive was not for toddlers, only infants. And that's something that they're fighting with this case that I have with my newborn baby, too, as well. She's standing there and she's like, they want to know if you know how to care for an infant. How many, like, one of the questions they want to know is how many times do you feed an infant? And I said every 2 to 3 hours. She asked me another question. No, she asked me, she said, when you lay a baby to sleep, how should they sleep? They should sleep on their backs, not on their stomachs, because they cannot breathe, and no blankets and no pillows. I'm like, okay. And so they're like, she's like, we're going to have a meeting on the 12th, and we want you to come. And at the time, it was like the 7th. So we go December the 12th. We sit at this meeting around this table. Do you know when we sat there, me, my children's fathers, I had a meeting with Help Me Grow. I had a worker with Help Me Grow. I had a worker through 2 or 3 other companies, and they all came to the meeting too, just to show that I also went to a parenting class for shits and giggles, because I wanted to. And so that is kind of what's saving me with this new case too. So what happened was, I'm like, we get to the end of the meeting. I'm like, oh, it's selling smooth. They just gonna want to knock on my door, want me to open the door and come check in on the baby for like a month or 2, and then they'll peace out. I asked these people. I said, everything I did was self-motivated on my own. Nobody told me to do it. I didn't have a case where I had to do it, where I was mandated to do it. I said, can everything stay self-motivated? Meaning, can I continue to do what I'm doing on my own? I don't need you to give me a case plan and tell me what to do. So they're like, no, we're afraid not. We're going to ask that you keep doing what you're doing. And we want you to move in with someone, or someone to move in with you 24 hours, or we are going to remove the baby.
Now, tell me, what do you guys think about that? This was so perplexing to me. She didn't. They said it wasn't because of this child. They are basically checking on her because of what she had with another child. But the thing about it is, why didn't she get her other kids back? And quite frankly, I don't understand. Like, that's the one big elephant in the room that at this point has not been discussed. So I'm like, huh? It just kind of was weird, I thought. That and so now they're saying that they're removing her child from the home because she had a case before um with her kids, and she didn't go into detail like did something happen to the kid or whatever. She said that it was clearly from the doctor just saying that the baby was failure to thrive, which okay, but why? Like, was he being malnourished? Like, I think she should have gave more information there. It would have helped us understand. But do you guys know if this is common practice?
That ain't all they wanted. They wanted when they leave my house, I go with them. Or I leave their house. No. Yeah. When I leave their house, I go with them.
They didn't want her
If
left
they
alone with her
leave,
baby.
I can't stay in my own house with my baby by myself. They have to take the baby with them. Or if I'm staying with them, when they leave, I gotta follow behind them. And when they go somewhere, they gotta take the baby and not leave the baby with me unsupervised. Unsupervised. When I tell you I don't have no family, no friends, no support like that could support that kind of stuff that they was asking, I was like, whoa. And it's December, it's wintertime, and you asking me to take my newborn infant, who was a preemie, out back and forth in the cold every time somebody got something to do and handle their business. You're interrupting other people's lives. And you want me to go live with somebody else or somebody live with me to be up underneath me while I got my baby. Okay. So, boom. I get a text from the
Hey
social
KDA,
worker,
welcome to the chat.
and she says she needed my child's father to call her and see who was going to stay overnight with me at my house. Should I keep the baby in my custody? Because they were trying to keep the baby in my custody. And he didn't want me living with him because he said he couldn't, and his landlord. But I don't give a damn. Father, if you a dad, you gonna do whatever you gotta do to save your baby. That's where me and him fell out at. Because I was like, what the fuck? And another thing, I think they're noticing now that you're making me pay and have an open case with y'all because of some kids that I lost 11 years ago. That was 11 fucking years ago. Do you know how old these children are? They're grown.
Okay, now
Wanna
I
be
want to stop it right there because when she said that, to me, she said it in such a way as if that's no big deal. She said it in such a way as if she should be excused. Now, again, she didn't go into detail as to the situation. She didn't give us she didn't tell us, okay, well, those kids had failure to thrive, but maybe they had a vitamin deficiency or whatever. Like, she didn't give us any details. But the way she just said that, as if it was because she had three other children, they were removed from her. And she said mainly the oldest two were the ones that wasn't gaining weight good enough, and the doctor had an issue. So I'm assuming the reason that she is alleging that the case was made is because instead of staying with the doctor, she abruptly changed doctors, and she didn't give him no information as to where she was going. So when he didn't see the kids after a while, I guess he assumed the worst, and he started the case.
18 in quite very little months. And one is already 18, soon to be 19. And my 15-year-old is here in the city with us, with her father, who they asked to take the baby that I just had, which is his as well. And
So basically, hey Nurse Chocolate, welcome to the chat. If you're new here, if you will, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Thank you for coming in with us. Also, I just wanted to make sure you guys got what she was saying. She has this baby made her fourth child. She had two kids. I think the first two have different fathers. The third one and the fourth one, which is this newborn, have the same father. I think that's how she said it was. But it's just like she said there was failure to thrive, and then she kind of didn't go any further. So it's like, I don't know, it just seems weird to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you guys think. Like, am I just it's not making sense, especially since she did not explain further why the kid situation was like that. And then when she just said what she said, she was like, that was years ago. Like, it's no big deal. Like, that really stood out to me.
Y'all making me pay for something that happened 11 years ago. And my baby paid for it too, like he asked to be here. So, um, I went to court. They, my attorney is on it. He cross-examining the hell out of shit. He like, hey, did you graduate school? And I'm like, yeah. And I also graduated with a 3.8. And he like, have you did the college? And I said, yes, I went to college and I graduated from this and blase, blase. He like, you do understand some
Shay,
issues
Shay,
about your
welcome
past, right? And I'm
back.
like, yeah. And is it true that you
I
went
don't
through
think
some
I've
trauma
seen you
and
here
some...
before, so if you will hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and guys, please hit that like button for me.
turmoil and some things in life? And I say yes, and I went through 35 different foster homes, and I've been through a lot of stuff. But that's neither here nor there, because my past shouldn't reflect how I take care of a baby. We not doing that. And so, just this Thursday, I got good news that the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is actually supposed to be against you and prosecute you for what you did. If you
Okay, guys, why does her case have an attorney? Why does her case have a prosecutor? Why do we have all of these things? I mean, like, for them to remove the child, there should be an actual reason, right? I get, well, they could say it's based on the fact that she couldn't take care of her other kids. As a matter of fact, I am reflecting back on a story that I heard about another young lady who had a similar situation. But with her situation, her other two kids had special needs. So they kind of kept those kids from her. But then she had another kid that had no problems and she was able to keep it. Now, I don't know if this new baby of this young lady's had issues or what the deal was, but I don't know. This just seems weird to me. And Shay, you said 5 kids, 3 girls, 2 boys. Can you explain to me what you're um are you saying she has that? Because this young lady alleges to have 4 kids.
did something wrong, or prosecute the case to where they hold on to the baby for the year, because they're telling me my baby they could possibly not come home for a year. And I'm like, I had this baby. This baby was planned. This wasn't no accident baby. My other 3 kids I wasn't trying to have. That wasn't. They just happened. This one was planned. And so, like, I was looking forward to him. Boom. So I just talked to my attorney this Thursday. He said, hey, I want to let you know that I talked to the attorney. The attorney is trying to see what we could do to send the baby home early. He's been out of my custody since he got home from the NICU. He didn't even make it home. They took him from the hospital. The day we went up to the hospital, we tried to rush up there before they took him. And I literally called the hospital to check on him while he was in the NICU. And they was like, is there something I can help you with? Like, I don't got no right to call. They was like, well, you don't no longer have, he's not in your custody. He's in the custody of the agency. And you cannot call up here and see his status or what's going on with him, basically. I'm like, this can't be real. So they took my baby from the NICU around the 21st of December. And he's been gone ever since. I see him on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he's with a Caucasian lady. I've been depressed, been in a funk, which is why I haven't been doing a video. I kind of been trying to hide the fact of what I'm going through. Literally, I'm like literally trying to hide it because I'm I'm embarrassed about it because it's happening to me a second time, and this time it's for no reason. I didn't even get a chance to make a mistake with this baby at all.
Now, I thought that was interesting for her to say as well. Who wants to have? Why would they give you an opportunity to have a mistake with a child? Number one. Number two, was the baby okay? Did the baby have something wrong with the child? And more importantly, when her first kids was taken, even if I know the doctor is a mandate reporter, so he's doing his job, but what was the cause? They had failure to thrive because of poor nutrition. Was it this? Was it that? Was it just neglect? Like, and then why did they not give her a case plan at that time to work on getting her kids back? Now she knows where they are and things of that nature, but I don't know. Why was she okay with not getting them back? Like, she didn't, I don't think she gets visitation. She didn't mention any of this. So, we can't really go into or understand how this happened because she's not giving us enough information. So I'm going to pop to the second video. Let's see. I'm going to come to this next video, and we're going to go into this story. Let me get it set up. It only take a okay.
So I just got a text message from my attorney, and they're claiming my son to be dependent, so he's not coming home. So he's gonna be in the system for the next 2 to 3 years of his life, and there's nothing I can do about it. Basically, the social worker that I work with, she real cool and I really like her, but she can't save me. She feel like she can, but she can't. It doesn't matter what I'm doing right. It doesn't matter. Everything I'm doing right is about to get thrown in the trash, thrown out the window. It's not gonna matter. I have no trust in the justice system, no trust in the court. That's why I don't get my ass in trouble. I don't go back and forth in jail. I don't get into no kind of criminal trouble, because that's exactly how the justice system is. I lost custody of kids 11 years ago, and y'all are really saying because of that my son can't come home for the next 2 years.
Okay, so I remember her explaining this, but I don't remember where. Um Allegedly there's three different kind of CPS cases. It's a dependent case, I think a case of negligence, and then it's a third one. Yeah, you're right, Jen. That's what I'm saying. So it's a dependent case, it's a negligence case, and then there's a third type. They're saying that her son is a dependent case. Now, did she go into details as to why? I don't recall her doing so. Um, and they didn't go into. She didn't say, okay. They said he has to leave, and these are the reasons. Like, it seemed like you have to be told something, you have to be adjudicated as something. I remember watching a judge case, and this girl had got charged with neglect. So they took her kids based on the neglect case, and then CPS was involved. She had to satisfy CPS, and then the judge would allow whatever. But the thing is, there was an actual case. She is not saying that there is a case here. So based on what she has said thus far, um, she's not going into detail, or either there's some part of this that's missing. Let me see if I can get that for you, Bubbles. Hold on 1 second, because I recall looking that up. dependent. Okay, it says if the judge finds probable cause for or believe that a child may be dependent, a dependency hearing is scheduled within 10 days of the preliminary protective hearing, and the judge makes a formal find of dependency, which requires clear and conceiving evidence that the child is presently dependent. The parent or legal guardian is unable to care for him or her minor child. That's what dependent means. They're saying that they don't feel that she can care for the child. That's what a dependent case is. Okay.
So it don't matter what this evaluation says that I did. It's not gonna matter. They're not gonna give two shits about that. It doesn't matter. So I'm not even looking forward to whether I did good on the evaluation or anything, because I feel like it's just not gonna matter. They want to keep every kid that I decide to have. They're gonna take it. Like,
so they had her do a mental health evaluation. That's what she's talking about right now. That's the only thing I guess we didn't watch in that first video. A part of what they asked of her was to have a mental health evaluation to evaluate her, to see if she has any deficiencies there. Um, and I guess that would make a better determination of them feeling that she can take care of her kid. Now, the CPS plan that they put in place for her, she had did most of the things just out of, I guess, being proactive. When she was pregnant, she got with different agencies because of the fact that she had had a case before. She took parenting class. She had did all of that before she even had her baby. But just because they did not get the other babies back, which it would have been so much better for us to understand the situation if she told us why she did not get those other kids back. I mean, you're going to tell us the story, tell us everything.
I'm gonna show y'all the text message that I got from my attorney, and it just changed my whole mood while I was laying there in the bed. I had hope. I really had hope. And this is what made people go off the edge. This is what made people like have a nervous breakdown. Like the situation with Wendy Williams, it's not nothing to make fun of, because you don't know what turned the switch in her to make her be that way. And she
Okay. So with the father, she said the father of her third baby is also the father of this baby. The third baby actually lives with the father. He said that he didn't want her living with him because he felt like his landlord would go up on the rent. That is crazy as hell, but that's what she said. Also, they asked him to just get the baby, because if he would just take custody of the baby, the entire CPS case would be closed and the child would not be, there would be no case. And I guess she feels like, okay, well, if you just take the baby, because they still deal with each other and stuff. But if he would take the baby, then they would close the entire case, because one of the parents has the child. But he said he ain't got room. That's what he said.
on her way to her casket because something tapped her brain to where she just couldn't handle life anymore. strong I can be. My whole life since I was born has been a battlefield. And I got nothing to live for. I got nothing to fucking live for. Everything that I work for that means something to me, it gets taken from me. The chance for me to be raised properly was snatched. The chance and the desire for me to want to have children and raise them differently to ensure that they don't go through the things that I went through is snatched.
She did sound very grim in this video, but
I don't know what to do anymore.
this was several weeks ago, so she did not, it didn't go there. But when you're upset, you can really feel defeated and things of that nature. So that's what this is.
I don't even want to pick up the phone and talk to my therapist in this very moment because there's nothing nobody can do to save me. There's nothing nobody can do to help me. My life doesn't mean anything. Anything I've done in life that is positive, it means something that looks like I'm striding towards greatness, doesn't mean a goddamn thing. So my son, basically like,
why did he say you ain't got room for a newborn baby? Like, huh? You literally just impregnated me months ago. We have another child. I mean, he said he was there every step of the way.
I can't talk right now. I'm just so upset.
But he wouldn't take the baby.
And I just thought that I would be vulnerable enough to pick up the camera as this goes on right in the time that it's happening. Like right before I pressed the record on the camera, I talked to the social worker and she for me, but it's just like, I'm a nigger. Oh. These is honkies in the court. I have black skin. I gotta work for my child. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do none of that. I live on my own. Anywhere I've stayed, I've never been homeless for longer than 4 months because I know where to go, where housing is fast.
I don't know.
I'm not out here partying. I'm a homebody. I'm not out here chasing a man instead of dealing with my kids. None of that.
See, like for her to say that, she's not elaborating. She just told us that she had 3 children that was removed from her home. So how did you navigate through that? That's my thing. And why didn't you get the kids back? Did they take them completely and terminate your rights? Like, what's the deal? These are things that will help us understand.
But that shit don't mean a damn thing. When you a nigger in the system, and I said nigger with a hard ER because that's what they see you as. When you a nigger in this court system, they don't want to see you have nothing. But let it be a white bitch.
I don't recall why I don't remember her saying all of this in such a, maybe I didn't watch this part, but it doesn't seem like to me this has to do with race or ethics. It's apparently something else because she mentioned prosecutor, she mentioned attorney, she has a caseworker, she has a therapist, she has all of these things. How did the prosecuting attorney, all he does is prosecute crime. So where did the crime come in here? I mean, that's the $1 million question. CPS can't take your kids, nor can they force you into a plan without cause. So, like y'all said, for the kids to be removed, there had to be some type of cause somewhere. And she's not explaining to us what they even felt like the cause was. So that's the thing. I thought it was very interesting too, Bubbles. And so there's another video after this one. We're gonna play that one as well. Hey Mimi, I don't know if you maybe checked out on us for a minute. We're watching a young lady. Her name is Shay. This is our new mom for Mommy Sector Monday. She has had her child removed from her home, so we're watching her as she goes through this process. The first video was when they took the child. This is when they're telling her that she can't get her kid back and that her child was dependent. It's a dependency case. So we're trying to work it out or figure it out or something like that to see, because for them to take, they said that she didn't do anything wrong with the kid, which obviously she didn't have an opportunity. They took the baby right from the NICU. But even with that being the case, it's like, where did all these other parts of this story, like, how did they happen? I mean, for them to have been taken, I mean, it's something that we don't know that must have happened. So there's only about 2 more minutes in this video, and I guess she's just going to keep talking about what they blamed her to be. So what we're going to do is jump on over to this next video. And let me tell you what the name of this video is. Now, the first one we watched is called My Baby Was Taken from the NICU. The one we just watched there was He's Never Coming Home. The next one is the basic completed case plan sufficient enough? That's the next case. I mean, the next video. Now, these next 3 videos we're watching are very short, right at 5 minutes. So I'm not going to keep y'all too long, but we're going to go to the next part of this. That one was just her feeling as though the child is not going to come home. Let me get this next one queued up for us. I really thought this was an interesting case too. That's why I chose to present it to you guys tonight. I'm just waiting for the I don't know, there's something going on with the internet. I'm just waiting for it to
You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same. You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same. You say nothing's wrong at all, baby. I say that we falling off lately. Maybe we just ain't been on the same.
Update as far as what's going on with my children's services case with my youngest child. Some people are confused about a lot of stuff. Like,
we are.
I think I've seen somebody in my comments saying I should do a question and answer, but I don't like generally making videos that long because it's just like you're not going to watch the whole thing. But I'm going to try to be as fast as I can and kind of like elaborate on some stuff. Like, people are confused as to how the child got within the system just by me giving birth and them showing up to the hospital within 3 days after my C-section.
Yes, we
So
want to know.
what I was made to understand is that while I was pregnant and going to my prenatal appointments, they asked me how many kids I had, and I said 3 prior to the one that I was pregnant with. And I mentioned they're in legal custody with someone that I knew. From my understanding, that's what triggered the issue. That's what I was told. I'm not sure. And so I guess they wanted them to check into it because I mentioned that they were in legal custody of someone else, to make sure it wasn't like abuse or neglect. And that's how the whole situation became. That's why when the woman called me in the hospital and she said, it's nothing you did with the new baby you just had, it's not neglect or abuse, we're just worried because you had a prior case and custody never went back to you. That is how it started. So and then I think someone else said something like, oh, well, the nurses had to see some kind of neglect or abuse. They're not just going to come for no reason. Something along that lines. Actually, that's not true. And there's 3 types of cases. There's neglect, dependent, and abuse. My case is a dependent case, which means that I had kids prior to the one I gave birth to that depended on me to care for them. Not that I wasn't able to, but I didn't do it the way they wanted me to do it, or something didn't go that needed to go the way it should have went while they were on prescribed Pediasure milk. They were failure to thrive, meaning they weren't gaining weight, and they had them on Pediasure milk, and although I was giving it to them, they weren't gaining weight. Although I was including extra calories within their food along with the Pediasure, they weren't gaining weight. Like with my oldest daughter, she would literally drink the Pediasure, eat all of her food, and I know I fed her well because her belly was distended. When I say distended, she looked like a pregnant 4-year-old. I fed her, and even with the distended belly, after the meal and the Pediasure, she would literally boo-boo everything up, but her stomach would still be distended. And that's how I always knew that my oldest daughter was full, because her belly would distend like a pregnant 4-year-old. And so even though her belly would distend, she still wasn't gaining weight. And so they ultimately felt like they wanted to be involved with them. So that is how the first situation happened. Now, as far as the case right now,
Okay, so let's discuss that. Okay, she's saying, that the child was not gaining weight. So the question is, once she went into custody, did that change? Did that stay the same? And why did she not get the kids back? She said that they are in the custody of someone that she knows. Why? If your child maybe had irritable bowel syndrome or something that made them poop their food right out, something there, it had to be an explanation. If the child is not gaining weight with you, but then the child goes into custody and gains weight, okay, then they can see a clear pattern of neglect. But if the child did not gain weight with you and the child did not gain weight once it went into custody, they can see that there clearly is an issue with the child. Maybe the child has, like I said, some kind of deficiency. It's something. So that's the thing that I don't understand. I want her to tell us, why did you not get your other kids back? Why did you give up there? Well, did you do the same thing that we just saw you do? When things didn't go your way, you got upset and said, oh, it doesn't help, it's nothing I can do, and just move on? Like, what did you do? You said, how old is she? She says that she is in the neighborhood of 40 years old, and that the baby's father is in a neighborhood of 50 years old. That's what she said in one of the videos.
Today, what I can tell you is that My social worker is an awesome social worker. I thank God I don't have the social worker I had when I lost them 11 years ago, or a social worker like that worker, because she is trying to make me really believe in myself. Because before this situation happened, I was proactive in parenting classes. It was to the point where my children's father was like, oh, you about to be 40 and I'm 50. Why do we need parenting classes? We done had kids for years. And what I literally said to him was like, it can't hurt to learn a little more and be a little more educated. And plus, my youngest child at the time was 15 and I was just about to have another baby. So I thought it was a good idea to jump on in and get those parenting classes. And this was before Children's Services was involved. I just decided to do it because I wanted to have mommy friends, and I knew that I was pregnant. And the last time I was pregnant was 15 years ago, and I wanted some new mommy friends. So the fact that I did that before Children's Services got involved is saving me. And so I don't have to take another parenting class. I was going to take another parenting class last week and sign up for a parenting class that's going to last 12 weeks. But my social worker said, no, you already did a parenting class. You have the certificate and the proof for it that you can show the judge. She was like, I don't want you to have a long list to get him back. So we're going to wait on a psychological evaluation and see what they recommend. If they recommend a parenting class because you may be a little rusty because it's been 15 years since you had a newborn, then I can get you into a parenting class that's within 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks and you complete it, if that's the only recommendation, we have to give you back your son. That's what I was told. We have to give you back your son. We cannot keep him if the only recommendation is parenting class, and after you do the 6 weeks, we have to give him back to you. And you're gonna be under, in that moment, you're gonna be under protective supervision, which means he's home, but they're gonna knock on my door every 30 days and check on him and me as far as I'm doing with him. I'm being told, hold on, I'm trying to open up my phone. I'm gonna show you guys, oh shoot, I'm messing up my daggone password on my phone. I'm gonna show you guys basically the conversation that me and my social worker from Children's Services have, so you guys can know that I'm not bullshitting, that I'm really about my business. So and a lot of the stuff that they're gonna put on the case plan anyway was already done before they got into my business. I was in parenting classes. I was in Help Me Grow for the baby, moms and babies first. I was doing all the programs for expecting mothers and after expecting mothers for postpartum as well. So I basically texted her and I told her I saw my attorney and the prosecutor talking, saying I should proceed rather.
Okay, I paused that. If you guys can, let's see if we can read it.
Than to hold back the court.
So you heard what she said. She's 40, he's 50. They asked her, in order for her to keep the baby in her custody, she needed to live with someone who could say pretty much that they had the baby 24/7 other than her. Yes, they are aware of her past history. When she was pregnant, she said when she went to the doctor, they told her, no, they asked how many kids she got, and she told them that with this baby, she'll have 4 kids, and the other 3 was in someone else's custody. She said that's why this case started. They were concerned because she had kids taken that she never got back. And again, I mean, I kind of agree. Like, what happened? Why you didn't get them back? And that's a fair question. And for us to sit here and watch this, let's be real. Like, we don't know why she didn't get the kids back. So how, if you trying to make sense of what's being told to you, we need to have all the information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, because you sit here, you look, you listen, and you want to believe what she's telling you, but the fact of the matter is she had 3 children removed from her that she never got back. Why is that? That is a very vital part of this story. And if she didn't get them back, like you said, it's probably a reason.
Court date. I really didn't want to go to court. Today is Saturday and I have court Monday on the 4th. And I really don't want to go to court because I feel like if Summit Psychological, which is a psychological eval, has recommendations, I don't want my case plan pieced up. Like when we go to court, my social worker is going to say she completed her case plan and it's done, and everything we asked her to do is finito, and she ain't got to worry about nothing. But the problem is Summit Psychological may have a case plan for me to do, such as like a parenting class or just to keep up with my therapist. Keeping up with my therapist, is that's the only recommendation. They can actually send him home because I'm going to be with my therapist while he's at home. If the only thing is a parenting class, I need to get that started now. I really don't want to wait until they tell me what to do. I want to get on it now so that next court day he can come home. I'm like very proactive and I don't like to wait. Don't piece up my case plan to me. Don't have me, okay, she done with this case plan, but now you got another one and the court date ain't for 6 months. I can't do that. So I said I just want to get started on my case plan. If there's no case plan when we get to court, what's the point of showing up? Like, if I don't have the case plan that Summit Psychological wants me to do, what's the point of this? Now we gotta wait 6 months. She said I did the case plan. I think she meant to say you did the case plan. We did it together and you agreed. So no point of pushing back. You told me you agreed, which I did. But it's just the scary thought of what if I get to court and they got a long ass list that they want me to do as far as my parenting. Like, I want the list now when we go to court on Monday. I don't want to wait until next court day because that means he's going to be in the system longer. She said, I said, I did agree, but I know I can't get him back until the case plan from Summit Psychological is in. That's what scares me because there are things they're going to want me to do, and I want to get started on whatever it is they want me to do. I agreed with you what you wanted me to do, and I know what you wanted me to do is complete, but what about Summit Psychological wants me to do? She said, you already got started. They might not have any recommendations, love. Stay positive, and we got this. That's why I love her. She just positive all the way around, and she's really trying to help. I said, okay, I guess this is part of me trusting you. And she said, you need to trust yourself because you got this. You doubt yourself, but you're doing amazing. Something I do a lot is doubt myself because I just, no matter what I do, I feel like it's, oh, let's throw it in the trash, do some more. That's not enough. And so that's why I doubt myself. I don't feel like what I'm doing is enough. But it depends on who the judge is. It depends on who the social worker is you're working with. It depends on the guardian ad litem that you're working with as to whether they see this girl about her business. We gonna give her back her baby. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna be like, if some of them are prejudiced and they see your skin color and it's a hidden prejudice, it's like, oh, make her a long list. She ain't getting her kid back to 1.5 years to 2 years later. But I'll have another update for you guys. I'm not going to promise that you'll get the update Monday, but because it depends on whether I slip into a depression over what happened in court or not. And I'll come back and update you. But he's supposed to come home, and the goal is reunification. But I just don't know with Children's Services because them prosecutors for the Child Protection Unit, oh, they be trying to keep your kid. So, that's that. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. And that's the update for now, and I will see you guys probably a few days out after the court date, because if I'm depressed, I'm not gonna want to get on camera and talk. And I've been kind of down, up, down, up, and it's just hard when somebody snatched your baby. So just give me time. I'm working on it. Just let me get through it, and I'm gonna try. And I want to also say thank you for the positive comments, the positive reach outs in the comments, because I really do appreciate that, and during this time I really need that. So I will see you guys when I can update next.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next video.
I did go to court on the 4th. We didn't end up touching the courtroom at all. We just had a meeting in a room. The next court date will be March 11th. If we make it to March 11th, because he's coming home, and I'm about to talk about it now. Give me a second, and we gonna get to it after the intro. So, here's the thing. I went to court on the 4th. At first, my social worker told me, you know, it's just to talk about basically the case plan and what is going to go down on the case plan. It's not about fighting for him anymore. That's over with, basically, was what I believed. Let's just say I believed that. Maybe I took it the wrong way, the way she said it. But when we got to the courtroom, it basically ended up being that because I was proactive during my pregnancy and decided to get into parenting classes and decided to do like mommy classes and doing different things, being proactive, the stuff that they would have had me do on the case plan, I did before I had a case, if that's something that you could understand. Now I do see a lot of people giving me questions, or I think I seen something where somebody said I should do a Q&A. I really don't know how to do a Q&A unless I screenshot the comments and crop them and put them on a screen. I do go to school. I did graduate from media, so I do know how to do all the editing and things because that's what I went to school for. But just to make it a little easier on me, I'm going to give you my Instagram handle, and what I want you to do is if you have a question that you would like for me to answer about my custody case, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen, and what you can do is go ahead and ask me a question on my Instagram, and I will go through the questions and ask, I will answer all the questions that you have as far as my case goes, because that's a lot of cropping and editing, and I don't know if I want to go through all of that because it's very time consuming and it does take a lot of space on your phone. So, by me being proactive, basically the baby is going to come home possibly next month when he's 4 months old, which the court date is on the 11th of, April. So, since the court date is on the 11th of April, he'll come home with a date, possibly after that court date, or I did something called a psych evaluation. So the psych evaluation is just to see if I can parent him because of 11 years ago when my kids got took, and they want to see what has changed since 11 years ago. So since they want to see what has changed since 11 years ago, they basically want to see the results from today versus 11 years ago to see what's changed. If there's no parenting recommendations like parenting classes, then he can come home. Say if my social worker texts me tomorrow and say, hey, we got the results for the psych eval, they're here and there's no recommendations. What will happen is she will then get the court to do an emergency court date, and the same way they took him, they will give him back to me. So he's actually on his way home. I just gotta wait on these results. They told me 3 weeks. I did the second part and the last part of the psych evaluation on February 14th, which was actually Valentine's Day. And they told me it takes us 3 weeks for the results to come in. It's going on 3 weeks and 5 days. So nothing has came in yet, which is frustrating to me because this is time that I cannot get back that I missed from my son. I can't go back to the day where, the police and the social workers were up there and they took him from the NICU out of my custody. I can't go back to that. I can't get that back, and I can't go back. And this is my last baby. My tubes are tied. So I'm a little bit on the anxious side and kind of like, oh my God, can you guys hurry up? Because I can't get that time back. So that's the update I wanted to give you guys. And baby Ezekiel is on his way home, and I would like to turn this from the journey that I'm doing of my battle for custody for him to mommy life with him and I. And not just mommy life with him and I also have a 15-year-old who I spend a lot of time with on the weekends because her dad has custody of her, and she's with me. I actually have a vlog where I took her to the mall and took her shopping that I want to put up. I'm just trying to do a vlog per 7 days of an update, or I needed time to just like mentally get it together to even come get on camera and explain to y'all what is going on. I was kind of scared to give this update today because I felt like if I should tell you, okay, he's coming home in a few weeks, and something changes, like there's something on the psyche file that may hinder it or slow it down. I don't want to come forth and tell you guys that and then something goes back. But when you put yourself out there and you're being vulnerable and you're being open and you're talking about your story or something that you're really going through in life that's giving you a hard time mentally, which this has gave me a hard time mentally, because this is like the second time that this has happened to me with children being removed out of my custody or a child. So it just takes a lot for me to calm down and, you know, take everything in and, you know, come talk about it on camera. But it's out here now, and I want to thank everybody for their support, their positive comments. I really, really appreciate that. I did not, however, know that my situation was going to do this. I went up 90 subscribers since I've talked about my situation and my journey with the custody, and I just really appreciate everybody. And I want, once again, for you guys to go to my Instagram and basically ask me questions either in my inbox or however they do that, and I will come back and I will answer all your questions, because I know people were concerned about whether the father was involved or why the father can't get custody or why. So just in order to cut down the cropping and the editing, go ahead and head to my Instagram. Go ahead and drop it in my inbox, whatever question you have, and I will gladly answer it. And I just once again want to thank you guys for your positivity and being with me on my journey. And hopefully you guys can watch my journey evolve from custody to mommyhood. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This makes me happy that people are hearing my story, people that are listening to my story and supporting me emotionally and telling me to keep going and not to give up, and how you're
Okay, so that's the end of that one. Now it actually is another video, and I think what we'll do is we will move that um to the next either a video or a live later in the week, because today is Monday. She's actually supposed to put out another video. I think she says she does it about once a week, and there's supposed to be one dealing with uh, uh, things that's going on with the father. So once we get that one, I think it'll be a good idea for us to cover all of that together. So, and then I don't want to make this too long. We've already been here 2 hours. And I also wanted to get over to Keyontay and Tanea. But again, like I said, I don't want to make this too long. So, tell me what you guys think about her story. Do you think that you would want to follow her and follow her journey? I definitely do. I thought it was interesting. I really hope that she will explain to us why the custody of those other kids never came back to her, because it seems like that is a big deal, and that probably has a lot to do with what's going on. Also, like someone else said up in the chat, she's still dealing with this guy. You know, they having babies, but he don't want them staying with her, and he don't want to take custody. I mean, but he's there, so it's just, yeah, it's interesting. So that's what we're going to do there. And so I just want you guys, number one, to just let me know what you think about the whole situation. Let me know what you think about the situation with her. We also discussed my Jazzy life and her baby. Now, I know a lot of people about Jasmine have been talking about this freezer situation. To me, it was like, girl, bye. Because I think she lying. So to me, it ain't even nothing to talk about. Also, we talked about Peach early in the video. We discussed the fact of her back dogging out her mom and actually, talking about her dad, who is no longer with us, which is, that is disrespectful to me in and of itself. So I don't know what she's got going on or why she, chooses to do this, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and conclude our broadcast tonight, our Mommy Sector Monday, with the end of that video. Stay tuned to my channel. I have some great things coming. I am going to go ahead and react to Tanea's latest video as well as Keyontay. I'll probably post that on Wednesday. And I have a few more things coming. So be sure, you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, do so. Be sure to turn those post notifications on. And if you know anybody who likes this type of content, mommy sector content, mommy related content, be sure you share the channel with them. Again, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for checking in here with me. We small in numbers, but we mighty, and hopefully we'll continue to grow. Thanks so much, guys. I know I'm also, I think a lot of it has to do with people aren't used to going live, but I'm gonna keep pushing and keep growing. Again, thanks so much for taking the time to check me out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.